Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mary Jo. Thank you for joining me, and thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. I'm so glad that you've decided to subscribe. You'll get notices from YouTube when my videos are up. And if you haven't subscribed, please think about it. I don't solicit you. I don't get your email. I wouldn't solicit you anyway. If you wanted a reading or have questions, you know that I'm open to it, and you can just set that up at any time, or even just put it in the comments if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer. But thank you for everyone who's been with me from the beginning. I'm grateful for everyone, and I do enjoy this so much, and I'm glad that it's helping a lot of people. But this reading that I'm doing is for our full moon, lunar eclipse in 24 degrees of Pisces on September 16th, 2016. Now, we know with the lunar eclipses, we have the sun and the moon are like on opposite sides of the earth. And then we have, even though this is a partial lunar eclipse, this is a penumbral eclipse, it's still an eclipse just the same. And we know with these eclipses, we're dealing with deep-seated wounds. Okay, and Chiron, the wounded healer, the way it's placed right now, this is talking to all of us, for humanity as well as us individually. It also has us see the beauty of ourselves with Pisces, our inner divination, our spiritual knowledge, our psychic powers, our compassion, our looking to heal others. And also fulfilling our physical body. And what we need to eclipse about that, and what we need to help heal it. That's the Virgo energy. The Piscean was the first one we were talking about with the psychic powers and compassion. Virgo is about your day-to-day things, yes, but it's about your physical body and healing yourself as well as your day-to-day work, what you do, and not just your job, anything you do on a day-to-day basis. So this is what we're looking at too. We want to transcend the old programs or beliefs that we had, and we want to take these quantum leaps from the old into the new. So at this time, while the information is being downloaded to us, let's look at it as like you're getting a reboot. Okay, when you have an eclipse, it's like you uninstalling some programming that you had. If your computer's old and you have to do updates, that's kind of like what the eclipses are and the eclipses. And it's time for you to get some new updates, and it's going to be downloaded to you, and it just come. You're going to be getting this stuff, like either in dreams, messages, subliminal thoughts, things that you see around you, things that you think you're seeing. You are seeing and feeling, especially with in the northern hemisphere, the autumnal equinox, but the vernal equinox in the southern, those are when the veils are thinnest, and you will be more transcendent at that time and more accepting of what's coming in. So with the eclipses, we have all these things that we need to address to let go of that doesn't serve us, but you have the full moon that usually brings things to light, okay, and dealing with more heightened emotion. So this is more intensified energy. So since it's Pisces, it's more intensified psychic abilities, inner divination, the way you're divining, is it through clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience? What is it that you're doing? But listen to it. Okay, they're trying to talk to you. And I'm using the Gilded Tarot because Spirit guided me to instead of the Oracle cards. Usually that's what I use for intense energies, but they said no. And as I went to put the cards down, one fell out, and I said, okay, that's our eclipse card. So let's get to the reading with the full moon spread. We're saying what your body needs. Now here we have the Six of Wands. So it's saying now that with the wands, it's physical energy. It's also passion, it's drive, it's the male seed, the wands, it's the fire energy. And women have, of course, a divine masculine as well as feminine, and men have a divine feminine as well as masculine energy. But what this card is talking about, six, is balancing it. And so what your body is needing is, I'm going to say, for some of you, you need some physical balance going on here. You've been out of whack. You're not aligned. Balance those chakras. Meditation can help. Some yoga could help. Prayer could help. Changing your diet, exercise routine, eliminating stress. That's the most important thing. Stress will kill you. So if you can work on that. So your body is really looking for this. And it's looking for you to take the lead here. It's looking for you to grab the reins and put all your energies into this. And now you see there's people in the foreground kind of like cheering you on, raising their wands. Yay, yay. And I think people around you are going to be very happy for you too. And since we are in Virgo and we do talk about the physical body and homeopathic healing, that is very Virgoan. And we talk about your day-to-day work, how you're working on things. We're talking about you addressing those very things, you taking the lead on that, taking control. You know, you're supposed to be in charge of you. Remember, like last week I said, you're the rescue squad here. You can rescue yourself. Don't wait for any savior to come into your life. You're your own savior. So your body is looking for you to take control and lead yourself into either a more spiritual realm, in this physical world, or for you to look for more healing for your physical body, or for you to change up and bring balance into your day-to-day routines because you're exhausting yourself. I will tell you though, because it is the Six of Wands, this is a very nice energy. It's a happy energy, a joyous energy. So we're going to say that you're definitely going to show some success with this here and going forward. And everybody around you is going to be very happy too, because they're probably saying, oh, she really needed this for a long time, or I'm so glad this is happening for him. You know, after what they've been through, this is really a great change. So everyone around you, your children, your family, your coworkers, they're going to support you in this. And you are taking on a more energized feeling in your body. And your body is needing that spark, you know, that recharge. Maybe you've been very sluggish for a while. And then we have what your mind should focus on. This is a great card for this, and I'm going to tell you why. So this here, even though the wands are spiritual to me, it's saying about your physical body with this Virgoan energy, as we are in Virgo, but this eclipse is in Pisces. This card's talking about the mental realm, and since we're saying what is your mind should focus on in your mental realm. Since it's in Pisces and there's eclipsing, I'm going to say a lot of you are changing your belief systems, the way you think about things, the way you were taught to believe. You know, you were taught the truth was what someone's opinion was of something. That was their belief system. You are starting to rethink for yourself, using your own intellectual, logical mind to discern the truth long term about your spirituality, your belief system, about the government, about churches, about corporations, you know, anything. The way you treat your body, the way you've been feeding yourself, the way you're treating others, the way you're letting others treat you, because you were raised a certain way. Okay, and you were told these things, and you swallowed that information like a jagged little pill, and you knew you hated the taste of it going down, and it hurt sometimes. But it's because traditionally that's what we were told, and our parents were told, and their parents, they didn't know any better. They did the best they could. So they ingrained in us these thoughts, through their words, because the swords are your thoughts, your words, okay? And there's all this clouded stuff going on behind us. So we know that our mind is seeking clarity and truth, very Jupiter energy, and Jupiter just moved into Libra. Libra is air, the swords. Jupiter is higher philosophy, truth, expanding on the truth and philosophy, expanding on equality, expanding on equal partnerships, expanding on justice, expanding on the judicial system, the legal system, the government, you know, finding the truth and uncovering all this truth. We know there's a lot of lies going on, but we're all apathetic toward it, and the government has forced us to be that way, kept us busy in our own little lives so we don't see what the hell they're doing, okay, right in front of us. And we're not stopping them, and now we feel helpless. So this is saying your mind is looking to focus on the truth for you and what you know is the truth, not someone else's belief system. And the beautiful thing with this card, I say this is the hand of God always. To me, this is the energy like over a major arcana to me, even though it's considered not to be, because it's God's hand, otherworldly intervention here. And this is victory. Clean, concise, swift. Cut. So this is a beautiful thing for you to in this eclipse, let go of your own way of thinking, your old belief systems, to uncover the new truth for yourself, and that you will be ready and righteous in your own life to cut ties with things that no longer serve your highest purpose. And then we have what your soul is looking for. We have some more swords here, but we have our heart, and again, clouded issues. And you know, that's what we were saying before, how it obscures your vision, all right, with the eclipses. We know that the lunar eclipse is supposed to bring us to light, but the eclipses obscure it, and they kind of increase our emotions, which are already heightened on a full moon. You know how they say lunatic, lunacy, from the luna, the moon, that's where it comes from. And when I was in the medical field, we noticed around the full moons, we had higher increase of psychosis and people under duress or attempted suicides, but we also had more births too. So that was interesting how the moon does help ripen our emotions and things in us. But we have the Three of Swords. So we see here the heart and the head are at battle. This is talking about a separation. Okay? This is talking about something breaking apart, dissolving. And you know what I said, that Neptune, Saturn square, we're in the final couple of months of, thank God. This has been so stressful for everybody. But it is actually like, Saturn is time, Father Time, karma, and many other things. But Neptune rules Pisces, and Neptune is that delusion, the fantasy, the fairy tales, you know? So it's like time is being dissolved. Things are going so fast. You can't even keep a hold on it. So with this card, with the 3, it's like energy is going forward. You're progressing from the 1, the 2, you know, the 3, and then the 4 is completion. So with 3, we're saying you're making the choice, okay, to cut ties with something the way you've been thinking or taught to think, that you had clouded energy around, and something that's been clouding your heart. We see this bright sun there. You know, the bright sun means the epiphany, the clarity. So your heart will have an awakening. Emotionally, even though there's all of this windy, cloudy stuff going on there, it's going to clear, but it's going to be through your own decision. You're going to make a clean-cut decision here. And it's going to bring clarity to your heart center, your chakra, your heart chakra, and heal you there, and as well as your mental realm. And for some of us, it even can be, because this is drawing my attention, like a third eye here. And especially with that color, that almost indigo blue. Now the blue is the throat chakra, but the indigo color is that of the third eye. And above the third eye, that crown, so it's coming in. So definitely here, it looks like your soul is looking for maturation and growth. Your soul is looking for you to become the divine being that you truly are. Your soul is looking for you to have alignment with the heart and the mind and clarity, so that all these clouds will dissipate and you will show that you've had progress from the work you've been doing. Although more work is to be done for completion, it shows this is an ending and a separation. You're going to be eliminating a lot of things in your life with these 2 eclipses, well actually 3 at the time of this that have passed, into 2017. You will definitely see the growth of your soul, the maturation of your soul and your being. And you won't be afraid. This is something you've been longing to do but didn't know. Maybe you didn't know how. Things are going to change, and you can feel it. You can feel this. Then we have what your heart desires. We have a 2 of Wands. Oh, look at these numbers here. We have an ace, a 2, a 3, and a 6 for balance. But the 2 is a duality here. Now we see we're standing at the crossroads. There's a fork in the road. So your heart, okay, this is that heart and the mind. Your heart is desiring a way to the means. Your heart wants to see clearly, which way do I go? You're obscured right now. You have so much wounds going on from your childhood. You know, everything that happens in your formative years by the time you're 7 is enmeshed in you, in this physicality. And we carry that load with us like a rotten sack of potatoes every day and just keep adding to it instead of cutting the load and letting it go, you know? So here we are, like standing here with all of this blocking us, that we don't know which way to go. We don't trust ourselves because we've been taught so many different things. We're afraid. There's only two places to come from, fear or love. This has got to come from a place of love. You see the end result there, this fiery sky? Okay, that's the end of the journey, let's say, in this card. Whether you take this road, you're going to get there. Whether you take this road, you're still going to get there. So you're going to come to the end of your journey. We all do. Okay, by the way, you've done great so far. Okay, look, you're still here. And you've gotten 100% from me, an A+, because you're still here. So you've succeeded in many things, no right or wrong. You're still going to wind up in the right place, or the end result. So don't be afraid of not knowing what's there. I can tell you to take this road. It's fast, it's short, and you'll get there, and you'll sit there and like, wow, that was easy. And you learn nothing. But you could take this other road, which looks a little more winding, and maybe you don't know for sure how long it's going to take you, and you might meet some wonderful people along the way, or have some amazing things happen to you, whether you like them or not, doesn't matter. They're still amazing if you think back, and say, wow, going this road was a little harder, but look what I have achieved. Look how much more I have gained. I mean, it's up to you. But always having the answer isn't the best. Sometimes things have to unfold as they should in the universe. Sometimes, yes, it does help to have a little heads up. Spirit gives you a little heads up. But you know what? You don't listen anyway sometimes. Neither do I. And then you say, oh, why didn't I listen? But that's our free will. And Spirit never forces that on us. Any high white light energy would never force their will. So your heart is looking for, at the duality of the situation, which way do I go in my life? And I'm going to tell you this is about spirituality. So this is about the way you're looking at your government, the church, companies, corporations, your family, the way you were raised, the traditions, where you're living, the car you're driving, the money you're making, the way you're eating, the people you're hanging with. Everything is coming into question for you, and you are at this crossroads in your life to try and decide and determine, which way do I go? I truly desire to know which way do I go. Well, I'm going to tell you, follow your heart. I know that sounds like a cop-out, but it is not. There are times I tell you to listen to your head in the mental realm, and there are times it's best to listen to your heart. And if your heart is pulling you this way, then listen to your heart. It may be more of a struggle, but in the end, you will see how much richer you are for it. Whichever way, if your heart is pulling you this way, then you go with that. There's no right or wrong here. Just always listen to your heart, okay? Your heart usually has that pang, that its own central nervous system, stronger than even in the brain. That's why it jumps in your chest. It pangs. It skips a beat when you're excited. It pains so much when you're grieving. You feel more through your heart, okay? Your mind is that common sense, well, if you have it, the logic, and usually the heart is the thing that pulls you, and follow that. And so what are we eclipsing from our light right now? We have the High Priestess. Now this is a major arcana. Now you see she's masked in this card. So there's hidden things going on, and the High Priestess does denote hidden things. This is a very spiritual card, and there's the waters of emotion there, and you're floating above it. So you're saying, again, these cards are talking about us floating above the water. All the last 2 weeks and this week too, with my regular weekly reading, if you haven't seen it for September 11th, a lot of water, but this is calmer waters. So things are going to be revealed to you after this eclipse, things that you don't know. And maybe you've been looking into or researching. Forget about the whispers in the dark and the naysayers and the people that are just saying things that aren't true or gossip. You're going to get the reveal here. This is the truth coming to you with the High Priestess. And it's the information that you've been waiting for to make your decision, your choice, that you haven't felt, sure of maybe, or you're feeling uncertainty. You're not really sure which way to go. But with this card, we're definitely saying the moon is pulling you, because this card in the tarot is the moon card. So we know this does resonate with this, your emotions. So what's being eclipsed right now emotionally is your not knowing the truth. If you've got secrets, they're going to be revealed. If someone's holding secrets from you, they will be revealed. Or humanity. Things are going to come out, man. I'm telling you, things are going to really come out. We're in amazing times, and courageous is your soul for being here. So it is time to eclipse from our lives the secrets, the darkness, the hidden, unveil, and reveal the truth for all of us. Thank you, Spirit, for this reading. These last two readings have been very, very intense, different energies. So thank you for that. And again, thank you for everyone who subscribes and comments. I love hearing your comments, and I love the questions I'm getting, and even in emails. And if you're giving me some of your astrological placements too in your questions, and I could give you a quick short answer, I'm happy to do that. If it's anything more detailed, I would advise that you do book a reading. And I do thank you, one and all. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. And have a wonderful, safe full moon. As always, I wish you the best.